Well, so many times the night before the draft, players come in, seeing other people for the first time. You're nervous, big lights, New York. You guys seem so relaxed. Why? What's it been like for you, and why are you so comfortable?
I think going and playing at KU, at least for my 3 years, and for Xavier's first year, I think just being in big games, being on under a microscope from the fans, I think we're just kind of used to it.
Such a magical, time in college. It's, you say 3 years, you're going to go after one. Why?
Because I think Coach prepared me the best way he could. I asked him, and it was hard for me because my family's still in Kansas. But I think if I continue with my work ethic and how hard I work and I compete and give the best that I can, that I'll be able to compete in the league.
What about playing against your dad? Did he ever give you advice, or is there a time when you finally beat him one-on-one and he said, "Okay, you can do it"?
Yeah, I was about 14 when I beat my dad. He got slow. He's gotten slow. He can still shoot it. I was beating him for a while, so he pushed me a lot through my years, making sure I worked hard, and he wouldn't just let me be in the gym just shooting around or something. He always made me work on something, and that was a lot of help growing up.
When did the transition go from just being a great high school player to being a great player in the Big 12 to say, "Hey, I'm ready for the next one"?
I think it all kind of started maybe somewhat through my sophomore year at KU, just because I had started to play well, and I knew that as a little kid growing up, that's always your dream of playing against the best players in the world day in and day out, and I knew that I had that opportunity after my sophomore year, but I just felt that it was right to come back, not only mature as a basketball player, but mature more as a man and get ready to prepare myself for what's to come here tomorrow.
After the great year in Kansas, the Big 12 championship, then this time period, how many teams did you visit? What's it been like? What did you learn?
I went to 13 workouts. I think Cole only did like 8.
I had 8, yeah.
Yeah. Each one was kind of the same. You worked on the same stuff. You worked on ball handling, shooting, a little bit of conditioning, and then just competing. And I think that's where maybe guys like me and Cole had an edge, because we competed the whole year against top tier teams. So when it came to competing against other players, it was like second nature. We don't come around and we don't start playing around. We start and we get into it pretty quick, and I think that's probably what helped us both.
What have you learned? Who have you talked to? How are you going to make that transition?
With Coach Manning on our staff, I think it's really helped us a lot, just from talking with him, picking his brain, watching film with him, and just telling us stories from when he was in the league, and going through that. I mean, very few schools had that opportunity to talk to a guy that won a national championship in '88 and then went on for the #1 pick and was so athletic in his career, and then he tore his knees, and then he had to learn the game from a whole different perspective. So just learning from him has really helped me extend my game a lot.
What about Coach Self? What has he told you guys on this big night before you get picked?
He just told me to relax, just relax. I did all the hard work I could throughout my pre-draft workouts and throughout working in the summer. So now it's just time to relax, and whatever happens is supposed to happen. That's going to be my new city, my new team, and what I'm supposed to do.